Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to the AMAC. Today's show, we are going to be doing our weekly devotional that we normally do on Wednesdays. It wasn't done this past Wednesday, and all of you who've seen the last video know why, but since Thursday, Thursday marks 1 week since Roro's body was found, I think it's appropriate to do the devotional on Thursday. And I want to give everyone an update as to what I know of at this point about Roro and justice for Roro. I was told today that half of a report has been done, and that's it. That was very discouraging to hear. So I'm going to keep praying on this, and I'm going to go ahead and start. I do have one other announcement. On the Dream series, I haven't had much of a desire to paint. I tried to pick up the brushes a couple times, and nothing much seemed to happen, but up until the tragedy of losing Roro, I had started a little bit on the malaria dream. I had started adding the pine trees, and I still plan on doing that tutorial on how to paint pine trees. So just stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more updates on Roro. And I'm going to go ahead and start the devotional reading. Some of the light's not very good in here. Sorrow is better than laughter, because a sad face is good for the heart. Ecclesiastes 7:3. Sorrow under the power of divine grace performs various ministries in our lives. Sorrow reveals unknown depths of the soul and unknown capacities for suffering and service. Light-hearted, frivolous people are always shallow and are never aware of their own meagerness or lack of depth. Sorrow is God's tool to plow the depths of the soul, that it may yield richer harvest. If humankind were still in a glorified state, having never fallen, then the strong floods of divine joy would be the force God would use to reveal our soul's capacities. But in a fallen world, sorrow, yet with despair removed, is the power chosen to reveal us to ourselves. Accordingly, it is sorrow that causes us to take the time to think deeply and seriously. Sorrow makes us move more slowly and considerately, and examine our motives and attitudes. It opens within us the capacities of the heavenly life and it makes us willing to set our capacities afloat on a limitless sea of service for God and for others. Imagine a village of lazy people living at the foot of a great mountain range, yet who have never ventured out to explore the valleys and canyons back in the mountains. One day, a great thunderstorm goes careering through the mountains, turning the hidden valleys into echoing trumpets and revealing their inner recesses like the twisted shapes of a giant seashell. The villagers at the foot of the hills are astonished at the labyrinths and the unexplored recesses of a region so nearby and yet so unknown. And so it is with many people who casually live on the outer edge of their own souls until great thunderstorms of sorrow reveal hidden depths within which were never before known or suspected. God never uses anyone to a great degree until he breaks the person completely. Joseph experienced more sorrow than the other sons of Jacob, and it led him into a ministry of food for all the nations. For this reason, the Holy Spirit said of him, Joseph is a fruitful vine near a spring whose branches climb over a wall. Genesis 49:22. It takes sorrow to expand and deepen the soul. So, down here, every person in every nation must endure lessons in God's school of adversity. In the same way we say, blessed is the night, for it reveals the stars to us. We can say, blessed is sorrow, for it reveals God's comfort. A flood once washed away a poor man's home, a meal, taking with it everything he owned in the world. He stood at the scene of his great loss, broken-hearted and discouraged. Yet after the waters had subsided, he saw something shining in the riverbanks that the flood had washed bare. It looks like gold, he said, and it was gold. The storm that had impoverished him made him rich. So it is oftentimes in life. I thought that was a very powerful devotional this week, and just a little golden nugget that I came across, and very much appropriate during these times for us here at the AMAC, and to all of those in the neighborhood who loved Roro. He had many friends, and all of you, the subscribers, I know you've seen him in the videos. If you get my notifications and watch the videos. So again, I will keep you all posted on what's happening with justice for Roro. And until we all meet again, may God bless you and God keep you.